Hello students, as you know that this time your exam will commence in school. So this time you will come in school to give your exam. So this is my advice that start your preparation for your exam because time are very less. Students, we have also started our revision. Now this is your responsibility to prepare this revision home assignment for your exam. Let's start. In my previous video, I have explained chapter number 3 computer virus. Now I am explaining the chapter number 4 authentic in computers. You will prepare this chapter also for your final exam. First is internet. The internet is a global network of billions of computer and other electronic devices. With the internet, it is possible to access almost any type of information, communicate with anyone else in the world, and do much more. You can do all of this by connecting a computer to the internet, which is also called going online. This is also when we are connected to the internet, that is also known as the online. And it is known as internet online surfing. So in a simple form, the internet is a global network of billions of computer and other electronic devices. You can get any type of information from the internet. Now advantages of internet. Internet is the best source to get information on various topics or improve knowledge. Now you can easily connect to the whole world within a few seconds. Means you no need to going there. You can connect in few seconds in the whole world. Using internet, we can show our talent and skill to the whole world. Most banks now provide their services online, which is fast and secure. Online shopping saves time and we can buy all that we don't find in our local markets. Number 6, internet is a great tool to sell your podcast, your product, services in the international market. The internet gives you the facility to work from home and earn money. Internet is also a source for donation and funding. Internet is a great tool of entertainment that most people do. Nowadays, most of the people are taking entertainment by the using of internet. Social networking sites enable us to remain updated with what is going on around us. Internet is like an ocean of information. It is a like of ocean and we can download them to use when we need. Means we can take any type of information. We can get any type of information by using of the internet. An online transaction using the internet helps make the economy cashless. Now, there are some disadvantages of the internet, because we know if some advantages with any services, that some disadvantages also with that service. So addiction, time waster and causes distractions. Means when we are using internet and we are busy on internet surfing, then this is known as the addiction. This is time waster also, and this is the main cause to distractions. Bullying, trolls, tacklers and crime. Spam and advertising. Pornographic and violent images are also get from the internet. Never being able to disconnect from work. Identity theft, hacking, viruses and cheating also affects focus and patience. Health issues and obesity is the main disadvantage of the internet. The internet also enables students to cheat on their studies or find other on the internet to do their homework. Now this is the disadvantage of the internet. Now ethics. What is the ethics? Ethics is a set of moral principles that governs the behavior of a group or individual. Some common issues of computer ethics include intellectual property rights, Now the 10 commandments of computer ethics with meaning means what things we don't do. This is known as the ethics. There are 10 rules. First, you shall not use a computer to harm other people. Yes, do not use the computer in ways that may harm other people. Second, you shall not interfere with other people's computer work. Yes, do not use computer technology to cause interference in other users' work. This is a bad behavior. You shall not snoop around in other people's computer files. In simple words, do not spy on another person's computer data. You shall not use a computer to steal. Yes, do not use computer technology to steal information from the other's computer. This is also a bad behavior. You shall not use a computer to bear false witness. Yes, do not contribute to the spread of misinformation using computer technology. Nowadays, we can see that many of the persons are spread of misinformation by the computer technology. Number 6, you shall not copy or use proprietary software for which you have not paid. 7, you shall not use other people's computer resources without authorization or proper compensation. Means we do not use others other people's computer resources. You shall not appropriate other people's intellectual output. Means it is wrong to claim ownership on a work which is the output of someone else's intellect. And we say that we are the owner of this. This is also related to the unethical behavior. You shall think about the social consequences of the program you are writing or the system you are designing. You shall always use a computer in ways that ensure consideration and respect for other humans. These are the 10 commandments. Now, unethical behavior. What is the unethical behavior? It is an action that falls outside of what is considered morally right or proper for a person, a profession or an industry. Individuals can behave unethically, as can businesses, professionals and politicians. First unethical behavior is plagiarism. It is a type of cheating that involves the use of another person's ideas, words, design, art, music, etc. as one's own in whole or in part without acknowledging the author or obtaining his or her permission, and we are using their ideas. That is known as the plagiarism, and this is a cheating. Next is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is bullying that takes place over in digital devices like cell phones, computers and tablets. Cyberbullying can occur through SMS, text and apps, or online in social media, forums or gaming where people can view, participate in or share content. Hacking. It is an attempt to exploit a computer system or a private network inside a computer. Simply put, it is the unauthorized access to or control over computer network security systems for some illicit purpose. Mobile phone hackers use a variety of methods to access an individual mobile phone and interests. Voicemails, phone calls, text messages and even the phone's microphone and camera, all without that user's permission or even knowledge. This is known as the hacking. And the people who is doing this unethical behavior, that is known as the hacker. Now, categories of hackers. Hackers can be placed into 3 different groups. First is white hat hackers, a group dedicated to tech services. White hats seek to find vulnerabilities without having any malicious intent. These hackers are usually web developers or people who works in website security or coding. Black hat hackers. Opposite of white hat, this group has full intention of exploiting website vulnerabilities. Personal gains is the name of the game for these cyber criminals. Black hat hackers usually have automation tools and process to help them hack and profit from as many websites as possible. Hacktivists. Those who hack websites because they believe they have something to prove or expose to the world are called hacktivists. Their goal is to gain unauthorized access to websites in order to bring awareness to a political or social issues. These acts vary in extremes from cyber terrorism to message for social change, that is known as the hacktivists. Hope you all understood this. Student, I repeat again that you will read this chapter from your book also, and you will complete your assignment on time. And nowadays we are doing revision for the chapters. In my previous video I have also given revision. In 28th video I have also revised the chapter. So you will prepare from 28th to 30th to 32nd home assignment for your exams. So just take care about and work hard for your examination. Thank you.